Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I have done multiple videos today, and I just finished this look. This was last week's video, and I showed you how I covered my scar. So make sure that you go check that video out. I will link it down below for you guys. So today we are going to be focusing on some airbrush, tattoo cover up, whatever you want to cover up, cover up. Anyway, so I was actually gifted from my airbrush company, Temptu, who I absolutely love and I've been using for the past decade now. That's how I learned airbrush makeup. I learned airbrush makeup with Temptu in makeup school, and I absolutely have not changed since. So I am on their PR list, and I am so beyond grateful for the fact that I get gifted product from them. Like, holy crap, I still can't believe it. And they gifted me their newest release, and actually I got this a while ago, but of course life happens, and of course life happens, and yeah, I just haven't gotten a chance to get around to like doing a video with it. And I'm like, okay, no, today is the day. Jen, get your life together. Let's show everyone this amazing product from Temptu, because I have tried it on my own and I'm like, oh my god, this is intense. This is intense. Yeah, okay, let's just get right into it, because now I'm just like babbling. So anyway, let me show you what I got from Temptu first, and then I'm gonna show you guys basically how to use it. Their newest release is the Temptu Creamy Air from Maqpro. So Maqpro is actually a French makeup brand, and Temptu has collabed with them and created some of the most crazy airbrush makeup that I have ever seen in my entire life. Like, when I did it on myself the one day, I was like, this is some serious full coverage shenanigans right here, okay? This has all of the shades in the light shade. So there's two like sets that you can get. There's a light shade, which is the one I got, so it has all the, I'll show you all the colors, and then there's a dark set. I think I did it like one day when I first got it, like on the back of my hand, and holy full coverage. I mean, oh my god, this foundation is like top notch. It's insane. Along with this set, I also received just a like empty air pod to put the makeup in, and then they also sent me the cleaner as well for it to clean up my pod. They also sent me the cleaner to clean up my pod as well, and I really want to show you guys this collaboration because like it's insane. So let me just real quick go over like what this whole line is about, okay? So this is the Temptu by Maqpro Creamy Air Corrective Makeup and Tattoo Cover Set. That's like the full name of it. So Temptu and Maqpro Creamy Air is the perfect formula for both tattoo cover-up and corrective makeup for conditions like that include vitiligo, birthmarks, rosacea, hyperpigmentation, burns, scars, dark circles, or anyone who needs more instant, complete coverage while still looking like skin with a luminous natural finish. Yeah, considering I have the majority of those things on that list, I was like, yeah, we're gonna absolutely create a video with this, because scar, birthmark, hyperpigmentation, I have makeup on my lips. That is absolutely disgusting. Breakouts, freckles, moles, tattoos, like I have it all. I'm actually the perfect candidate for this foundation, so we gonna jump right in, boo, okay? Jump right in. So this is a long wear, quick drying formula, smudge proof, sweat proof, transfer resistant, and water resistant, like nothing you've ever experienced. Yes, I want to experience that. Creamy Air is lightweight with high performance pigments, so concentrated that very little product goes a very long way, and I can actually vouch for this because when I sprayed it on like the back of my hand or like my arm when I first got it, I was like, holy pigment, that's a full coverage right there. That is full, and it don't wash off. Okay, I had to use the gel that it like comes with to like get it off. It's insane. It's insane. Temptu has curated 2 kits, light and deep, which I got the light one, that features a range of skin tones that match our iconic SB shades, which I love the SB formula. It's amazing. And complementary color correctors and adjusters, which can be used to customize your exact shade and to neutralize colors before applying this to the skin. Before applying the skin tone. Experience our most high-performance formula yet with an airbrush application that goes on quickly and easily, instantly blended, lightweight, and never cakey, designed for versatility, and it can also be applied by hand, brush, or sponge. So if you do not have an airbrush system, it doesn't matter. You absolutely can just purchase the one kit, and you can apply it with a brush, sponge, however you typically apply makeup. So yeah, I'm here for this. Okay, like let's get this on. So there's a list of things that it does, and it delivers instant corrective coverage for face and body. So you can use it anywhere on the body. It does not just have to be the face. Long wear, smudge, sweat transfer, and water resistant, which I can vouch for this because I ran it under water as soon as I had sprayed it, like on the back of my hand, and it did not budge. So I'm like, oh, this is some serious right here, okay? It's concentrated, fragrance-free, vegan, allergy-tested, talc-free, and paraben-free. We love that for us. Absolutely no like harsh chemicals, anything. It's crazy. I love that. Customizable skin tones and color correction for the perfect match. A little goes a long way. And lightweight, highly pigmented formula delivers coverage without cakiness. So that was pretty much like the same thing all over again, but I felt like I needed to explain all of that to you because I'm like, yes, please. Yes. And if you don't have to use a lot and the product that you have is super concentrated, I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. Now, this set runs for about $200. I understand that is extremely high in price. It is, and it doesn't look like a lot of makeup. It doesn't, but let me tell you something. A little bit does go a long way. One of these will last you a very long time. Plus, they are equivalent to their SB foundation. They go best with the SB foundation. If you're a professional makeup artist and you use Temptu and you have the SB foundation in your kit, then you can mix this. You can just add a little bit of this for that extra coverage if you're covering a tattoo or a scar or a burn, whatever it is. This will last you a very long time. Plus, $200, I mean, 1 or 2 clients is going to cover the price of all of this. And this, look at all these colors. Oh crap, all of these, oh my God, let me just dump these out actually. All of these colors in here are absolutely going to be for multiple clients. Like, this is not just one client, this is multiple clients here, okay? Okay, I'm gonna actually mix them up because I did get this a couple months ago. Like, I am ashamed to even like admit that, but I absolutely got these a couple months ago, and I just have not, life has been insane, like sick family members and vacations, and then having head trauma, being sick myself, like, oh my, it's just been absolutely crazy. So yeah, I've had these for a while. Let me shake them up. They will separate. Whenever you have any like liquid, fluid, anything, you always want to make sure that you are shaking them up and mixing everything back together again. Now, it did come with a dilutant 335 airbrush. I'm not sure what the dilutant is. I don't know if you should be diluting the makeup itself. Did I just hit myself on the nose with that? I'm not sure, but I might put a little bit of the foundation on a palette and mix it with this and see like what happens with it. So let me grab a compressor and a palette, and let's get into this makeup. Okay, so if you're a professional makeup artist out there and you do not airbrush, or if you're just starting airbrush, whatever, this is the system that I use from Temptu. It is their Pro Air. So it's a cordless system. It just recharges in the back here. And I have multiple of these empty pods that it actually comes with a back. So it looks like a pre-filled pod that they have like with their foundations in it, which I used to get the pre-filled pods all the time, but I really found that like having an empty one is honestly amazing, and just putting any color that you want and being able to mix any color that you want has been more convenient. So I just have like a bunch of these empty little pods. You just want to take off the back. In the back is this like little styrofoam looking like thing here. You want to just take this off, and it should be stuck. Oh my God. It should be stuck to like a little sticker, and it looks like this actually. And what this is for, it's actually to clean the needle of the pod. So you actually just want to stick it on there and then swirl it, and it will come off. You can see like a little like hole there in the middle. It actually sticks to that and gets all the makeup off of it. So each pod has one of these, so you'll probably end up with a ton of these, but that's fine because you're always going to probably end up losing them or using them. So just FYI. Once you have that off, you want to just take off the lid to the empty pod, and in the back it should be the spring. You can absolutely pull it and push it to the side, and that's going to actually open up the portion of the pod and always have a continuous spray. But if you don't want a continuous spray, you just want to actually pump it a few times once you have your makeup in there, and it's going to load some of the makeup into that pod. And then you want to actually just kind of click it on to your AirPod Pro or your Pro Air, and just hold the button in the back. And there are 3 levels. There's low, medium, and high. And then you just want to pull the trigger. Hear that? And then it's gonna discharge any of the foundation once you start pulling back that trigger. Now that we've kind of gone over the system, I have multiple compressors. Again, I've been gifted these from Temptu, which I'm so beyond grateful. This is their special Valentine's Day one. This is the plain black one. This is actually one that I purchased on my own and I've had forever. And then I have the Trevor Project. This is the LGBTQ Trevor Project like collab. So it's a rainbow one that I got for LGBTQ like month a couple years ago in June or July. June, I think it's June. I'm gonna use my Trevor Project one because I think it's the prettiest one. I love the rainbow. But I'm loaded my pot onto here, and we are going to mix a couple of the colors of the cream air. So I'm actually going to be covering this guy here today. I'm just going to kind of like spray over top of it. I'm not going to put any kind of like orange pigment over top to cancel out the like bluish, teal, gray, black, whatever color like tattoos typically start to get, that like greenish color. I'm not going to put anything over top of it. I just want to see the full coverage of this cream air. So I'm just going to start with a little bit of like a couple colors. I'm just going to kind of like match. So I always end up holding the makeup up to like my arm, or to a face, not just like my arm, to someone's face. Now I'm pretty neutral. I have some pink, some yellows. So I am definitely going to, actually that one looks really close. I don't know, let me test this out here. I have my little stainless steel palette from Maqpro. This is just like a little baby one. And I'm just gonna do like a little drop there. I also wanna check out this dilutant that it comes with. Like, I'm kind of like curious about that. I'm actually just gonna take a fluffy brush. This is just a Maqpro brush. This is the My Fluff and Buff. And I'm actually just going to do like a little, you can kind of see that. It doesn't disappear completely. I just want to color swatch just to see how that looks. Just kind of messing around with these today to see full coverage. So I definitely want some of this, but I definitely want to bring it back down a little bit too. So this is shade, let me see, what shade is this? Color Pure Beige. So this is number 5. I kind of want to try a little bit of 4 too, which is Sand. Remember, these colors are just like their SB foundation. So if you are familiar with Temptu and their color range, these colors seem to pretty much line up with their SB foundation as well. I'm just going to do a little bit of this one by itself, and then I'm also going to do a little bit over top of the Pure Beige. So you can definitely see a little bit, like it's not obviously going to be completely perfect, but I definitely want to definitely those two together though. Wow, that is some seriously quick dry. That like dried already. It's like completely dry, and I just applied that with a brush. Oh my god, that's insane. Absolutely insane. Oh my god. They also come with like white. There's a white, there's a red, and then there's like a yellow, right? Is that, so there's white, yellow, and coral. I'm sorry, coral. So these are great for like those like kind of in-between shades, especially darker shades or like medium to dark shades. These are definitely great corrective ones here to adjust shades. And then you can absolutely mix it with your SB foundation. So I have these, of course everything fell out, but I have these little baby dropper bottles of foundation that I keep in my kit. Again, these were gifted to me from Temptu, which I'm so grateful for. And I absolutely keep these little baby ones, which I'm actually almost out of. Like these are, I gotta get some more. I gotta restock on some stuff here, okay? Now, I wanna let it sit because this is exactly what happens. It oxidizes. Foundations always oxidize. I definitely find that Temptu absolutely oxidizes and becomes darker. So you can see how dark that got over, what, a couple minutes maybe from when I put this on. So we are definitely going to stick with the lighter shades because I now know that it's going to oxidize down to a much deeper shade. And obviously this part of my arm is a lot lighter than like this part out here. Let's mix up a little bit of porcelain with the creamy air, and then I'm actually going to do porcelain with the SB foundation because I really want to see them mixed together because I'm very, very curious. So I'm just going to do a very small amount of the SB in here. That was only a couple drops, and then I'm going to do a few drops of the cream air. That was probably a little bit more than what I needed, but per the usual. Now, typically you can get a small brush with these little pods as well. My brushes are dirty, so I have to clean them, but you can absolutely use like a Q-tip or whatever, or like sometimes if I'm desperate, I use the end of a brush to mix around shades. Now Q-tips are going to kind of absorb some of that color, but that's fine. I always squeegee it out. I kind of like swatch the Q-tip over top of whatever it is I'm working on, or just like on someone's jawline. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn on my airbrush and I'm just gonna hold it about 5 to 6 inches away. If you really wanna get up close and personal, you can absolutely do so. Like if I wanna do like a spot treatment, I always get really close. Let's turn this down just a little bit. What? Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. So that actually just means that I'm out. I usually just use the air that comes out to like kind of dry it up a little bit, but this is very fast drying, like quick drying, so I'm not sure how long it's gonna last or how long it's going to take to dry with the SB foundation. Oh my god. Wait, that's insane. Let me just try a sponge. This is still damp. We're just gonna kind of lightly press that in. Oh, wow, that's insane. Hold on, hold up. I kind of just want to do the creamy air now and see how this looks over top, like layering it on top. Now, we're just messing around here, okay? Like, this isn't necessarily the way that I would cover up a tattoo. Like, obviously, I would use some color correctors, things like that. But we just messing here, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of let... Wait a minute. Like, could you imagine if you did color correcting on top of the tattoo first, like, and then just went over with your... Look at that. That is some serious coverage right there. Hold up, hold up. That is insane. To not have anything else on underneath of it and just do two layers of like a very thin mist of foundation, that's insane coverage to me. And like, yeah, I used a sponge to like get any excess and like press it in, but just 2 layers of a thin mist, that is insane. So I just put a little bit of dilutant in with it, and it looks like the dilutant definitely thins it out. It's so freaking interesting. Yeah, the dilutant just thins it out a lot. That is insane coverage. So you can see I just did a drop of dilutant on my palette into one of the colors, and as you can see, it just thins it out enough to like kind of give it like a thin layer of coverage. But that coverage for just 2 like swipes over, like 2 rounds of foundation, that's pretty intense right there. That's intense. To throw a little bit of ivory of the SB into the, I didn't clean this out or anything, into my AirPod. We're just messing. We're just seeing like overall coverage. Absolutely insane. This is absolutely insane. Look at that. Like, obviously it's wet. And like, this isn't with like powder. Again, no color correctors, nothing. Okay, so we serious right here, right now, Temptu. We serious with this creamy air, because that's some serious Jean right there. My mother will be so happy that one of my tattoos is actually covered. Wow. I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. I'm gonna give it a few minutes to dry. We're gonna be right back in a few minutes here. Let's give it some time to dry. And then we're gonna actually set it with a little bit of powder, I think. Yeah, let's give it a few minutes. I'm just trying to get it to dry a little bit faster, actually. What you could actually do is take a little bit of this coral shade here into your Pro Air, just put a little bit into the pod and actually go over the lines of the tattoo and cancel it out first. So cancel that blue, teal, green shade first. And then what you could do is meticulously go in with a little bit of the cream air and then kind of like work in really thin layers. Like obviously tattoo cover up, it's a very like processy process. Let's put it that you gotta layer some things on for some tattoo coverage. I just like to go straight in with a product. I want to see the coverage. I want to see straight up without any other help how is that going to cover? What is the level of coverage we got here? And like, are you freaking kidding me? To not even like see the shadow through this makeup at all? Like, goodbye. Okay, that is some serious coverage here. And like, especially with like tattoos, scar, like any kind of hyperpigmentation cover up, it's definitely a layering process. Each situation that you're in as a makeup artist is going to be completely different. Obviously a tattoo is extremely dark and it's going to take a lot more effort and layer to get it to cover up properly. Granted, but someone's maybe like my birthmark on the side of my face would only take like a really light layer. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, that was disgusting. Like obviously like my birthmark would take a lot less covering up than a dark ass tattoo, okay? But that is absolutely insane. And as it dries, like I took the Silk Sphere or the SB foundation over top, like in the center here, but like on the outside here I left it still just that cream air, and just to see how it oxidizes. And like, it's absolutely insane as it dries, like how much more, oh my god, that is freaking crazy. So I'm actually gonna do a little bit of like the Prism Libre powder over top, and I'm just gonna actually just do it with like a fluffy brush, I think. We're just gonna take like a really fluffy brush just to kind of like layer some things on, tap that off, make sure it's not too chunky on there. And I'm just gonna start kind of like lightly tapping this in. Oh my god, I can't believe the coverage of this. Like, that's insane. I just like to start playing. That's what I like to do. Oh crap, it wasn't dry down at the bottom. That's okay. You guys still probably can't see it too much. I could probably see it a lot better than you guys. Then I'm gonna just take like a pigmented foundation powder. Okay, just a little bit on there, and I'm just gonna kind of lightly layer that on top. Oh, it still wasn't, yeah, see, it still wasn't dry at the bottom there, but that's okay. Not a big deal. We're just kind of like messing around. Oh yeah, see, I kind of messed that up. Way to go, Jen. Way to freaking go. Wow, that's absolutely insane though. The fact that we did not put any kind of like concealer, corrector, anything underneath. We just layered on 2 layers of like, of the creamy air, either by itself or mixed in with the other foundations. Like, that's pretty legit. That's pretty legit right there. Like, I am so excited to put this in my kit for anyone who, because I've had to cover burns. I've had brides who burned themselves on ovens the day before their wedding, and I've had to cover them. And I had to do it with a lot less than the creamy air, that's for damn sure. And I definitely I've had to cover prison tattoos. I've had to cover scars. I mean, anything at all, like you name it, I've pretty much covered it, okay? And I have to say, like, that's pretty intense. That's a pretty intense coverage right there. And yeah, I'm blown away by that, because like, it's not even transferring, which is like insane. I'm blown away by this actually right now. I'm a little speechless. So it did come with the creamy remover gel too. Now, I'm not sure if you have to use this, or it's like, it looks like this, it's like blue. So let me see. Yeah, see how it just kind of starts to like, that's pretty serious right there. I don't know about all this. I don't know about all this. Hold up. I'm just gonna try regular makeup remover. I love the one from Clinique. It's one of my absolute favorites of all time. Okay, so that works too. That works too. Okay, good, 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 good. Like, it came with the remover gel. I'm not sure if you absolutely have to use it with it, but like, I'm sure that if you just use the creamy air by itself, I'm telling you right now, like, it's legit. I'm gonna throw actually a little bit into, now the pot is empty. Let me actually make sure that it's empty. I'm gonna throw a little bit of the SB cleaner into the pot and just kind of like fill it up. You want to make sure that you have like a paper towel with you or something, and you basically just want to run the pot out until it's clear. Always tilt it forward to make sure that all the makeup is like running out of the pod. And then if you ever have like a jam in it, you can actually hold the paper towel up to it and hold all the air in. And this is actually gonna throw some of the air back, clear any backup that's in the needle there. Then sometimes I even just take like a Q-tip and make sure I get any excess out. So I'm just gonna throw a little bit of the creamy, I'm gonna do like, let me do a color that you guys can definitely see. I'm gonna do some of the coral, just like 1 or 2 drops in there. And I'm just gonna show you on the back of my arm real quick. We're gonna let this dry, whoops. I got a little too close to my arm on the first one. Way to go, Jen, way to go. So I'm just gonna do the second line there. I can't. Just drying it. And this is actually the color you would wanna use if you wanted to color a tattoo in. Like, you would wanna just kinda throw it over the lines to color correct it. Okay, so you want to color correct it first. So this is dry already, okay? So nothing came off. And then I'm gonna take some water. Yes, water. And I'm just gonna kind of wet it. Nothing. You guys can see that that's wet. Nothing came off. That is absolutely insane. Oh, I got some of the wet one. So a little bit of water from my water cup. We're just gonna kinda, you see some of the drops on there. Oh, I keep getting the wet drop, but nothing really is, the wet line, but nothing is really coming off. That is absolutely insane. Look, even this one, nothing. Oh my, I can't. That is really like water resistant. Like, I cannot. Look at my arm now though, like I can't. This is me walking out of Sephora or Ulta like all the time. I'm like, hey, wow. Absolutely insane. Now I just wanna play. Little tiny bit, putting a little bit of porcelain of the creamy air. That's some serious coverage right there. That is insane pigment right there. Like, it just went over that orange, like, get out my way. Get out of the way, okay? I'm coming in now. I'm porcelain. Get out of the way, coral, okay? Oh my, insane. This line is absolutely insane. I freaking love it. Temptu, you killed it, per the usual. I cannot. I have a mess on my desk now, like I can't. Okay guys, so definitely if you're a professional makeup artist, absolutely go check out Temptu, go check out all of their airbrush systems. Yes, it's an expense to put in your kit and to keep in your kit, but it does pay off. Honestly, like, it's 100% worth it in my opinion. You're paying for high quality pigments here and like high quality product. They are top of the line in airbrush, and personally, like, I think it's 100% worth it, especially when you have clients who are getting married, going to events, galas, whatever, like award ceremonies. The airbrush is absolutely where it's at when it comes to quality of pigment, quality of ingredients, quality of products in general, and longevity. It's literally lasts forever, and as you can see, it's water, sweat, whatever resistant. It's life resistant, actually. And yeah, I think it's 100% worth it to keep it in your kit. Yes, it is an expense, but having a business and being a makeup artist is absolutely expensive. And, but it's a write-off. So yeah, so definitely worth putting in your kit, guys. If you have any questions at all, please let me know down in the comments. If you've used Temptu before, if you're thinking about switching to Temptu or putting it in your kit, of course, just ask, let me know, and I will try to help you in any way I absolutely can. And I think that's it. I gotta go wash my arm. I gotta go wash my arm off. Like, this is insanity. Like, I can't. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. And until next time, I will see you guys all later. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up to this video, and I love you all so freaking much. And I'm so grateful to everyone that is here. So, all right. Bye, guys.